Hello and welcome back to our glorious city Vendemark. And as we're looking at this beautiful town, I mean, I gotta say it, I really do enjoy my town. It is beautiful despite just being a city for, well, the purpose of building ships to survive. It's still pretty fine, I'd say. I especially do like this waterfall that we have there, just in the center of it. I might still think and do something about it and just build something around it. What we definitely have beside that waterfall here is the world fair though, overlooking it, and the world fair is something that we need to finish now. So there we have it, and as we can see, it is finished. It is now phase 5 of 5 is completed. All we need to do is press a little button and this whole thing is working. Plus we also get 2,000 engineers back that is still being used up on this building here. So let's go ahead and finish the phase. And boom, a beautiful world fair.
Has grown more beautiful.
And yes, because of this, also our town becomes more beautiful to a quaint metropolis, because the world fair is adding 150 attractiveness on top of it, and with that we have reached the next level there. And I think my investors will like this. We're down to -3 unhappy investors now, so -3 happiness level. That is pretty good. So at this point there should be no riots or fires coming from the investors because of that. And just look at this lively town right in here where the trains are passing through. Unfortunately, no subway system or anything like that. That would be amazing though, right? Fine town, fine town. We could also just have a quick look around. I know some of you really do enjoy these first-person looks through the town, and I particularly enjoy them as well because they're so atmospheric. And as we can see, the power cables, lots of people. There's the bicycles that we're producing now. I love all these details that my products are actually also visible on the streets. That's pretty cool. And then just besides that beautiful bank, we have the world fair, this massive building in the city center. Yep, that's it. Now that's enough though for now. Oh, look at that. Willy is offering us a quest, an escort quest. Now Willy, we're at ceasefire or non-aggression pact, that is, and we could actually raise our reputation with him. So let's just say there's an escort quest over there now. What you do see is that we don't have a single ship anymore in the old world. No, why is that? I did not lose them. I'm certainly not losing ships here. What we actually did is we sent them to the new world. Over here, there are still all of them intact. No drunk captains on board, hopefully at least. And what we can do with that now is, well, cleaning up the new world. First of all, there's a question of, do we want to merge them with my channel security? And I think we want to. Why? Because there's no real danger anymore here. Princess Ching and Bente both are more or less destroyed. There's no danger here anymore. We haven't had a single attack for quite some time in this channel. So I can merge my fleets to... let's just call it a mega fleet, just because it's fun to use these words. There we have them. Alright, let's put them in formation. And let's move towards Bente. Over there she is. Not very well defended. And I want to totally purge them from the new world. So Bente has still 2 islands. One is here. The other one is down here. And... defenses are really light, right? So she can't afford better defenses anymore, because weapons you need to produce in the old world, she hasn't got the population for influence, enough influence to build more towers. So even there they can't cheat so much. And then we got Princess Ching, her very last island, just here, where she's just, yeah, well, in a rather neutral state of life. And she's just looking around, and, well, basically that's a harbor, which is actually not so bad, right? So this harbor will definitely cost us a ship or two once we attack. And yeah, we're still doing that, of course, because it's fun and because we want to purge these 2 enemies. Now, we also need to be very careful, though, about that non-aggression pact that we have with Willy. 32 minutes, he will most likely declare war on us again once this runs out, right? So we need to be very careful there. And I have no ships at the moment in the old world, right? So he would have a total free game here if he goes to war with us now. So we need to hurry up there to get my fleet back home again. Now, Ronstadt has a bit of a problem there with a plague. Nothing too serious though, so we can just quickly repair that. Victor Island is looking totally fine, so this is where I want it. And then we got something new. Then we got Trudyborg. So that's Bente's old island. And I don't want to go let it go to waste. It's a beautiful island. It has a lot of space. And look at that. We also got some building materials off there. So what I'm doing here in Trudyborg is... Oh, first of all, we marvel at a new battleship that is coming out here. So we actually have now 2 heavy warships and a battleship. So we have some defenses here again. I have no influence anymore for another battleship, right? So we would have the materials, but I don't have the influence anymore. This is a new one. Nope. And we can also not upgrade people anymore because the coffee is lacking. But even then, I don't know if we really want more investors overall. Seems like a very harsh increase there. We are at 10,000 investors already. Money is looking fine. We might tone down the defenses. Right, so we get some island up here. We got this island here, which is just for copper and stuff like that. And of course, we have those islands here that we don't need, that cost us influence. Why I'm not giving them up yet? Because Bente and Princess Ching, of course, would go for them right away, and that I can't allow. So I'm waiting until I've totally purged those AI opponents, and then we can give them up. But even then, Willy would take them, which is bad for us again, I guess. Doesn't matter. Let's move in.
Ship under attack.
I just love that look here, and I'm feeling pretty well prepared against Willy then, even though it's going to be a tight battle there, I think. We have seen his fleet by now, and it's quite significant, I would say. So there's the first tower going down. That's going to be a very easy mission here. I think we're not even losing one ship. So let's conquer this one. That's it. There might be something for trade unions, for town halls, but nothing really. Yeah, something for zoos and botanical gardens. Not really. Let's move on to the next one. With this one here, Bente would then be completely gone. I hope so, at least. Let's just check this one, though, because we still have some... Oh, yep. Some islands out here behind the fog. So I'm going to move them around here a bit before I move to Hapilet over there. Right, so there's an island. And it's Sean. Oh, boy. We finally found Sean Lafortune. And he's got a quest for us. Something for destruction, perhaps. No, it's a delivery quest. As used as I am to being stabbed in the back by now, it never gets any easier. These associates of mine ran off with our supply of food. I had to ask, but my hands are tied. Let's get the food for Sean. Oh, 40 bread, really? Deliver to his clip of 40 tons of bread. I think we do have an available cargo ship somewhere. And we definitely, hopefully, should have the bread we have. Let's just get this one over to Sean. Reason for that is we want to get in alliance with Sean there somehow. Even though it might not be worth it completely, it would still be pretty cool because he could help us out in the new world, like Anne is doing in the old world. Alright, my fleet is still moving. And we're moving now down here to Hapilet to take this island here next. And while the fleet is on the move, we do have some stuff to do. I want to build up a second town here on Trudyborg. Reason for that is, first of all, I am not really financially that successful yet. So we should have a bit more money. If I want to take over Willy's islands, look at that, 12 million it costs us now. And the second island here is, oh, only 3 million. So that's not that expensive. This would be possible, actually. Taking them over, yes, it is possible, but it costs us a lot of money. And that's the reason why I want to have a second city that is helping us out there a bit with the taxes, right? Let's just check. There's barely any trees on this island, it seems. Alright, I still have enough timber, so let's get over here. There we have some trees. I mean, it's a beautiful island, right? With lots of open land. Fantastic looking, but still no trees almost. This is the only patch of trees that I've found so far. So let's go ahead and build us a warehouse. Around, yeah, let's make it 3 lumberjack huts for now. And some sawmills in between. Perfect. Oh, Bente is angry again with us, but at this point I don't care anymore. I don't even care if she's looking angry at us. And then we're going with a couple of these roads again, as we know them. And yes, then on either side we could have something. We can also have, yep, let's just add 2 of these fishermen right away. As we can see, we got lots of workforce there working for us, so it's totally fine. And then we can just add a couple of these buildings here. Timber is not a big deal at this point, so we might just go ahead and have the marketplace, and right beside it then the pub as well. Very good. And as always, fire station somewhere looking around here, right, so we don't disturb the people and their neighborhood. And there I'm out of timber. That's perfectly fine. We have all the production buildings that we need, and Trudyborg, what a really cool name, is starting to function now. Looking really cute out here.
You reached a new
We already reached the village status. Taking a bit of time now, of course, until they are fully working. We also got the potato and the grain fertility, so I could actually go all the way up to artisans just with this single island here without anything else. No idea why they're so unhappy at the moment. I think because the fish is not in yet. So there's the first fish coming. Then they should be fine. Now they're fine. Perfect. Let's get back to the new world, because there my fleet is waiting. Let's advance, break formation, and rush in there. This is going to hurt a bit.
ship under attack.
By the way, perfect, another level up, level 50, thanks to having more people. And this gives me a bit of more influence again.
The epidemic left buildings around.
And building number 1 is down. It's so many ships, they don't even have a space here, enough space. All of that, we're going to lose 1. It's fine. Something is wrong here, they're telling me something. It's slowed down, of course. Yes, oh, yep. I think there are some rocks in between. This one's down. This one's down. Now we can focus on the main building, and there's no more ships coming really, right? There's a clipper on that side, but she hasn't gotten any warships for that matter. Bye-bye, Bente, in the new world. And there we have it. Meanwhile, my cargo ship Tethys is on its way into the harbor of Sean with some, well, a bit more bread than what was actually told us that we should get. So he wants 40 tons, I think, but it's fine. And we do get some only 3 reputation. Let's just check it. I was looking here. Oh, trade rights is low now. Right, it's looking good. He's declining it for now, but it might be possible soon. Let's have a non-aggression pact for the moment, so that's helping out a bit. And I think I need around 60 reputation there, and then we could really go for trade rights here. But for the first time ever, it was not at 0 anymore, right? So it was possible. Now, the cargo ship, let's get this one back here to Marillo. That's fine. My main fleet has arrived down here. Where's the wind blowing? The wind is coming. Oh, it's not the best angle, but we can still make this one work. And there we got Willie's little fleet here in the New World. And now let's just move in there, break formation as always. This is going to hurt us a bit here now, but that's going to be also the complete end of Princess Jing, right? She will most likely vanish after we take this one here. A red-faced Archie asked if you will have tea with him. What? Loading city. I have no idea if I want tea with you, and no idea what you're asking here. I'm in the middle of a siege. We're losing 1, and we're losing 2 heavy warships, but I think that's the end of it then. There's still 1 bigger gun. They're going down so quickly though. And let's also focus the heavy building real quick there, because it's doing a lot of damage. And this is really, really bringing it down. Sorry, Princess Jing. You can still have a place in my palace though if you want. Oh, I don't have a palace. The ocean might be fine too. That building is destroyed. Oh! Oh no! I just realized there is defense on the other side too. Huh. Yeah, perhaps we can still make it though. Right? Still going down. There's still a shipyard here. There's still a lighthouse, a repair crane. Yep, it's getting closer. Ah, very good. It was possible. Let's conquer this one. And that should be the end of Princess Jing. No, she's still here. Alright, so she might still have an island somewhere that I'm not familiar with. This is Bente. Of course, there's still something here. Yep, totally right. No matter, we can do this. First of all, I have my cargo ship here with some steam machines, once again, and some dynamite here, but the dynamite is not worth that much. The cigars are not worth anything. It's really just the steam motors. Let's trade this one off for a bit of money, and let's use that cargo ship to quickly explore these patches there that we haven't discovered yet. I'm also going to send my main fleet now back home. We're going to need them there soon. All of them. I still... No, I'm not going to leave any ships in the channel because I know no matter how many ships, it will not be successful. He's got so many ships here. I can only rely on my harbor defenses. Right? For the harbor defenses, I don't have enough weapons. And I definitely don't have enough influence there. So, yeah. Doing more than that is not possible. There we have enough cannons though. So Lagar should be safe. And Ravenna and Murillo should all be safe really. No problems there. About the influence, I will have to tone down my propaganda there, of course. And for that, I will also take a hit financially. So that's why it's so important to get cracking on that other city here. Speaking of that city, we have enough timber once again. So let's go ahead and just build us some additional ones. And you know what? Let's just make this a bit more beautiful by having at least some courts around them. So courts, little gardens there in between. This one we can still build. And let's just take this one. Yep, and have a double road then here. I think that's a good one. Because this one goes then somewhere else. And we could do the same thing on the other side. Most likely there is once again a waterfall. I love these waterfalls. Fantastic. So there's that. We have invested all the timber basically. And for a bit of money. And yes, Careful City it is called. There is actually Princess Jing's last island. Okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. So both of them, Bente down here and Princess Jing up here, really have now their last islands. There is no other unknown no man's land anymore anywhere. So it really should be the last bastions of these two former glorious NPCs. And they're now just very pathetic little figures. Yeah, I guess that was a nice sentence there. As we wait for that fleet to return home. The welfare is completed and now we have enough engineers again that are willing to work. So let's put the dynamite factories and the heavy weapon factories back to work. All of them are working again, costing me quite a few engineers here. So 500 just those two factories there. And yeah, around 750 those three factories. That's quite a lot of engineers this one cost me. But it's worth it because we do get some juicy heavy weapons out of that. I want to check real quick. The coffee's in again. That's good to see. The pocket watches is fine actually. The glasses are fine. We might also just check it in the menu here. The pocket watches, as we can see, is going up. The light bulbs is equal at least. Yes, and I think we don't need anything else here at the moment. Yeah, well, meanwhile, also here at Triborg, we continue with the building. There we have now quite a lot of farmers here. We still are pretty fine on the timber. So as we can see, a lot of timber is in store. There we have that. Here, I'm going to need a bigger building soon, so I'm going to keep a 3-layered road. And what we should be doing now is... boop, 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 boom. Let's just have a look around. There we still have a bit of space. Yep, well, we actually have a lot of space. Not only a bit of space, but a lot of space. And let's get this one over into this corner. And there I would like to have my workload production. So I'm not going to have a trade route on that. I'm not bothering with that, to be honest. All we need is some sheep farm. And there we have them. Sheep production up and running now. I might still add one later if I want to. That's that. And the other one would be, well, what do we need beside the fish, the workcloth? That is the schnapps as always. A bit of schnapps never hurts. A bit of alcohol never hurts really. So I'm going ahead here and having my potato farms just in this little corner over there. Because I really don't need it anywhere else. Lucky us, the potato farms, as we can see, don't require a whole lot of space, right? So we can squeeze in quite a lot of them here, and since it's going to be a bigger city, we do need some more of them. There is actually some space now that we need, so I'm going to add them here. Yep, that is still going to be fine, because we can then just add all of that here in this little corner there, right? Like that. And more of them later. So there's, I think, one missing that we can just squeeze in here. On the other side, we're going to have that warehouse. And just beside it, as always, we're going to have some distilleries. And once again, I would like to keep a bit of a distance there between all of them. Just in case we have some nasty fires raging. A little fire station there. Or a totally not very cozy job. And that's it. Let's just build the warehouse. Let's build 3 of them for now. And 3 potato fields. We, after all, want to keep our workforce balance in check. I guess that's fine actually for now. They are working very good. At the same time, my fleet has returned. They are all back home here. A bit clustered perhaps right in Vandermark. Let's just move them out there and merge them with the warships that are already waiting out there. The fleet is growing. We have lots of preparation to do for Willy, my next target. Of course, we need to purge the Sisters of Evil. Stay tuned.